Welcome back to the Sacred Shitshow, and welcome to Season 3, the Alchemy of Shadow and Light. This is your descent, your initiation into the kind of healing most people never talk about, the kind that asks you to face the shadow, not run from it. If you've been trying to bypass your pain, to meditate your way out of discomfort, or manifest your way around the chaos, this is your gentle but firm reminder. You can't skip the shadow work and call it integration. You can't sugarcoat your nervous system dysregulation and call it spiritual alignment. And you can't just keep saying everything happens for a reason when what's actually happening is your body is screaming to be felt. The shadow isn't your villain. It's your mirror. It's every suppressed emotion that is still living in your tissues, waiting to be seen. It's the grief that you've numbed, the rage you've swallowed, the part of you that learned early on that being too much wasn't safe. Shadow work is where nervous system healing and spiritual growth finally meet. Now, let me be honest with you. There was a point on my healing journey where I thought I had it all figured out. I was journaling, meditating, doing all the right things. And yet my body was still in chaos. I'd be calm on the outside, but shaking on the inside. I'd say I was surrendering, but my nervous system was still holding on for dear life. And then one day I realized I wasn't healing. I was performing healing. That's the thing about shadow. It doesn't care about your spiritual ego. It will sit there in the dark until you're ready to meet it. And when you do, when you finally let yourself feel the thing you've been avoiding, it doesn't destroy you. It frees you. Your shadow isn't some evil force lurking in the corner. It's a psychological and energetic space, the storage room for everything your conscious mind decided it couldn't handle. When you were a child and you were told don't cry, the sadness didn't disappear. It went into the shadow. When you were told don't be angry, that fire didn't fade. It just went underground. And when you were told don't take up space, your power didn't die. It just hid. The shadow is a full of life force. It's where your authenticity went when the world told you to shrink. This is why true healing requires deep work. Because it's not just about fixing symptoms. It's about meeting the roots. Every pattern, every trauma response, every survival strategy your body built to keep you safe. They all come from somewhere sacred, from love. But eventually, survival starts to feel like self-betrayal. And that's when your body starts whispering, come home, it's time. You see, shadow work is body work because your shadow doesn't live in your mind. It lives in your nervous system. That's why when you start doing deep emotional work, your body trembles, your breath changes, your stomach knots. It's not regression, it's release. When you meet a piece of your shadow, maybe an old shame memory or a painful truth about yourself, your brain interprets it as danger. Your nervous system goes, oh no, we're back there again, unsafe, unlovable, unwanted. And that's when the work really begins. Because your job isn't to override it. It's to stay with it, to breathe through it, to regulate as you integrate. That's nervous system alchemy. Not forcing your body to get over it, but creating enough safety that your shadow can finally exhale. So how do you know when your shadow's at play? It's the flare of jealousy that makes you feel small. It's that anger that erupts at the people that you love most. It's the people pleasing that leaves you exhausted but afraid to stop. It's the self-sabotage that creeps in just when things start going right. That's all shadow energy. Protection, pretending to be personality. Maybe your shadow says, if I stay small, I'll stay safe. Or, if I stay busy, I'll stay valuable. Or, if I stay quiet, I won't be rejected. But your body knows better. It holds the truth of who you really are beneath all of that performance. And it's tired of pretending. When we start to do shadow work through a nervous system lens, we stop labeling these moments as bad or low vibe, and we start meeting them with curiosity, because curiosity is safety, and safety is what allows the body to open. Shadow work isn't about hunting the dark. It's about expanding your capacity to hold both the shadow and the light, because your light doesn't exist in spite of your darkness. It exists because of it. It's the contrast that creates clarity, the friction that creates transformation. Alchemy was never about gold. It's always about wholeness. And when you alchemize your shadow, you don't erase your pain, you turn it into purpose. You reclaim the parts of you that were exiled, and suddenly, you don't just know you're powerful, you feel it. That's the moment you stop trying to escape yourself and start standing in your frequency. Now I want you to ask yourself a couple questions. What emotions are you still afraid to feel? What truth about yourself are you still trying to spiritualize away? And what would happen if you stopped judging your darkness and started listening to it? Because listening is what brings your power back online. Before we move into today's integration practice, I've invited someone very special to flutter in and share a little magic with you. Her name is Herbal Moonbeam, our guardian fairy here at the Strange Apothecary, and she has something aligned, enchanted, and just for you.
Dear listener, it's me, Herbal Moonbeam, guardian of the green, whisperer of wild things, and your guide through all things magical here at the Strange Apothecary. While our lovely host takes a tiny tea break, allow me to flutter in with a message just for you. Have you been feeling it lately? That quiet call from somewhere deeper? The ache that says there's more to you than what this world has taught you to be? Well then, Sugar Plum Soul, it might just be time to step into the Sacred Portal. The Sacred Portal is a 6-week multi-dimensional healing experience designed to guide you gently but powerfully through the 5 layers of transformation: body, mind, energy, soul, and spirit. Inside the portal, you won't find surface-level BS or more fix-yourself nonsense. You'll find somatic rituals, subconscious rewiring, energy healing, soul remembrance, and the kind of spiritual guidance that makes your bones feel seen. This is for the ones ready to come home to themselves. It's available now for pre-order, with flexible payment plans, 3 magical tiered paths, and because we're earth lovers through and through, every enrollment plants a tree in our enchanted forest. If your heart's fluttering right now, that's the call, and you already know how to answer. Visit thesacredportal.co.uk to explore your path, or just click the link waiting for you in the show notes. The sacred portal. You're not broken. You're awakening. Now then, sweet soul, my wings are twinkling, which means it's time to glide gently back into your sacred journey. Breathe deep, anchor into your heart, and let's drift into your next activation.
Beautiful. Take a breath with me now and come back to your heart. Let's gently bring our awareness inwards as we move into today's integration practice. If you're not in a space where you can close your eyes or give this your full attention, please pause here and return when you feel grounded and ready to drop in. So now, wherever you are, if it's safe to do so, close your eyes. Let your breath lengthen in through the nose and out through the mouth, like a sigh of release. Feel your feet. Feel the surface beneath you holding your weight. Notice the gentle pull of gravity anchoring you back into your body. You are here. You are safe. You are supported. Now bring your attention to your spine, the sacred bridge between earth and sky. With each inhale, imagine energy rising from the ground into your body. And with each exhale, imagine releasing tension, stories, expectations, anything that isn't yours to carry. Let your breath cleanse the residue of old emotions and let your body soften into presence. Now imagine a candle flickering in front of you. Its flame is steady, golden, alive. This light is your awareness. It doesn't demand to be bright. It simply is. Behind you, you sense a shadow. Your shadow. It's not dark because it's evil. It's dark because it's unknown. It's everything you've ever hidden to stay safe. The emotions that never got to be felt. The versions of you that never got to be seen. And it's waiting. Not for your fear, but for your understanding. Turn gently toward it. Imagine your body physically shifting to face that energy. Feel what happens inside as you do. The tightness, the pulse, the pull of resistance. And breathe. Let your breath be the bridge between you that hides and the you that heals. And now place your hand on your heart. Feel the warmth of your own touch, the rhythm of your heartbeat, and whisper, either out loud or in your mind, I see you. I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to understand you. Breathe that truth into every cell, into every part of you that's been exiled. Let it know it's welcome here. You are not your shadow, but your shadow is part of you. It carries your creativity, your passion, your boundaries, your truth. It's the wild, unfiltered pulse of who you were before you were told who to be. Let yourself feel its presence behind you, and instead of trying to chase the light, invite the shadow to step forward into it. See the two begin to blend. The light softens the edges of the dark, and the dark gives the light depth, dimension, and meaning. This is the sacred balance. This is the alchemy of shadow and light. Now imagine that candle's flame growing just enough to touch your chest. It lands in the center of your heart, and it stays there, glowing, steady, luminous. You don't have to keep it burning bright. You just have to remember it's there. Take one final breath in through the nose into your belly. And as you exhale, imagine releasing any residue of judgment, any lingering shame, any belief that you must be perfect to be whole. You are already whole. You are already healing. You are already light meeting shadow. And when you're ready, begin to return. Wiggle your fingers, roll your shoulders, bring your awareness back into the room around you. You don't leave the shadow behind. You carry the understanding with you. This is the medicine of shadow work. Presence instead of performance. Compassion instead of control. When light and dark meet without resistance, the alchemy begins. You don't need to heal your shadow. You just need to honor it. Because every part of you that you've pushed away has only ever been trying to protect you. Every coping mechanism, every outburst, every shutdown was a love letter written in survival language. It's been holding the blueprint of your wholeness all along, waiting for you to remember that even the messiest parts of you are sacred. If this episode stirred something in you, if it brought a lump to your throat, or a truth that you didn't expect to feel this deeply, let that be your sign that you're ready to stop performing the healing and start embodying it. Ready to stop fixing yourself and start listening to the wisdom your body's been whispering all along. Because the descent has already begun. You've taken the first step, the one where you finally turn towards yourself and say, I'm not afraid to meet what's real. This is where the light finds its way back in, not through denial, but through devotion. So as you move through this week, I want you to notice the small moments your shadow reveals itself. A triggered reaction, a pang of jealousy, an old story resurfacing. And instead of judging it, I want you to breathe with it, just like we did here. Let it know it's safe to exist, because every time you meet your shadow with compassion, you rewrite your nervous system's definition of safety. You reclaim a piece of your power. You make space for the light to return. Next week, we'll be exploring healing through darkness, the power of inner alchemy. And I promise you, it's going to take what we started today and deepen it into the truth that changes everything. That the darkness was never your enemy, it was your initiation. So, until then, breathe deep, move gently, and remember, you were never broken. You were becoming. If this episode resonated, follow The Sacred Shitshow on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, and come join us inside the Sacred Shitshow WhatsApp community, where we dive deeper with daily nervous system resets, shadow prompts, and of course, the live shit shows that remind you healing doesn't have to be lonely. The link is in the description, and I'll meet you in the descent.